guest with us every week. And this particular week, I'm very, very happy because Miss Nadine not only started as one of my coaching clients when I was working with, gosh, the Select Group Real Estate, and you were in the El Dorado Hills office, and you were just a powerhouse, ready to just dive in and do every detail. And we ran the STARS program then. And then through the journey, you've been building your own business, and thankfully became a habit finder coach with me. And I'm excited to share that you are our guest today, Miss Nadean Music. What would you like to share?
Oh, I'm just so excited to be here with you. You've been always a leader for me. You've been always one of those people that has pointed me in the right direction, and I've always admired you so much. So to be able to be here is like a little dream come true for me.
Aren't you adorable? I love that. And, the blessing is, I don't know if you remember the name Rich Rector, but I remember sitting next to him on a plane years ago. And he said, we were talking about coaches and different leadership opportunities. What's that?
He was the organization guy, right?
He is a recruiting coach and neat guy. And we were talking about our clients are what makes us so powerful, right? When we watch our clients go into action and fulfill what they say matters, then we know we've done our job, right? And what a gift. So the exciting thing about Freedom Fridays, we started this years ago on the Real Estate Insider Show. I'm sure you remember that. Yeah. And we took this to Facebook Live because we really wanted the freedom to infuse our audience with the powerful subjects we get to choose each year. And leadership has always been a big gift. And leadership, as you said, is one of my major foundations, as I'm sure you know. And tell me, when did you discover that you were a leader?
Well, I would have to say it's been one of those things from a whole life ago when I was in, and I think it became very evident, but I was pegged as being a rebellion, and I wasn't. I was a leader. And when I was in 6th grade, there was this injustice. You have to remember that was many years ago. Back in the 70s, women weren't quite there. And I was an athlete, which again, wasn't something that girls did very well. And, but the 6th grade girls did not get to play softball with the teachers. And so I led that fight, and myself and a friend of mine, Shirley McGlory, we were the first girls to play softball on the team against the teachers in 6th grade. So I would say that's when, and I had to stand up with the principal. We were in the principal's office every week fighting for that. And the principal called my mom and told her, that I was being so horrible. And my mom would just stop, you're just embarrassing me. And I did it anyway. So I would say that's when I first stepped up to the plate and had to stand up against injustice, I guess you'd say. So I feel like I led that fight in a lot of ways. I think we were the first girls probably in the county to be able to play softball against.
Congratulations. And that's what leaders get to do, is be trailblazers. And that's one of the gifts of the opportunity as you choose leadership, is to choose what is important to you. And what have you discovered through your journey that's one of the biggest character traits, etc., that you would say really stands out for you and you would encourage others with?
I think one of the, with all the stuff that I've, done, that leadership it has built character, and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It's not an easy path. They say leadership is lonely, and it can be a very lonely place. And sometimes I've built a character, I guess, characters that it's okay if I'm a little bit lonely once in a while. And if other people, and sometimes it's the people that love you the most, are supposed to love you the most, are the ones that hold you back, or they don't want you to change because it makes them look at themselves. And just to keep stepping out and doing what I need to do. So I would say that's the strongest character I have, is that, it's not, and I would never consider myself a rebellion. And I really don't even like that. I don't feel like I rebel against anything. I feel like...
You don't have a rebellious nature? Are you sure about that?
I just feel like, there's a current to be made here, and we're going to go make it. We're going to go create that inertia.
Well, and Nadine, I want to compliment you on a couple of things immediately, besides all the joy of who you are, is how you caught yourself saying you and you said, no, this is I, because I'm in control of what I choose to do. I'm in control of how I choose to react, how I choose to respond, and how I choose to recognize that there are people that sometimes don't want me to grow. I love the crab bucket mentality of, no, stay in my crab bucket with me. And the opportunity is we set a higher standard. We set a place where we can ideally grab a hand and pull with us and say, no, check out this other bucket, right? And the opportunity, and we hopefully inspire people to jump to that next level, right? And that's really the so-called wrap-up question before we share our exciting announcements, is for those leaders that you're inspiring, the leaders you've been through the journey with, and the ones you want to continue going through the journey and helping to add fuel to, what would you say would be the first thing for them to consider, to reach out for, to dive into?
I would say find somebody or a couple of people that you can lock arms with, because we don't get to go here alone. And if I didn't have positive influencers and really to find a good mentor, to have somebody that has walked that path before, and then to reach out to them. And I've been very blessed in that I've had an incredible stepmom that always encouraged me to find a different path to move forward. If the one I was on wasn't working, to find a different one, but continued not only, and she set in setting the example for that. So I've been very blessed with that. I've been blessed to have people cross paths in my life, like you. You cross paths in my life and can point the right direction. So I would say to somebody is to really look back on their life and to take note of those people and those paths, and to find a good group, to find something that's positive, and then to really move forward. Is that we don't get there alone. We need somebody that we can reach to, so before we can put a hand out behind us too.
It's so true. I wholeheartedly believe in that. I've been teaching that for years, right? And the gift is that for that announcement is we've chosen to lock arms and to create an opening and an opportunity for a group just like that. And what do you want to share about that?
I am so excited about that because one, it's been it's just a dream come true to be able to do a coaching session with you, which is awesome. I've been on the other end of many of your classes, and so it's really fun to lock arms with you and to just to collaborate with you on this one. So I'm looking to learn a lot about that, and I'm just really excited for the people that want to join us, because it's not that, because we have walked the path, and we've had some similar past experiences that have made us much stronger, and to be able to share those opportunities with people and to help other people come forward. I'm just excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that.
Well, and Nadine, I want to compliment the opportunity that you just shared, that we both recognize that although we've had some challenging journeys and we've had some life experiences that have really formed us, and we've learned when it's valuable to share, when it's not valuable to share, and that it's okay to share, and to create an environment and a community where people can have a safe place to let down their guard, have a safe place to grow together, have a safe place to recognize that we can help guide those light bulb moments, as I like to say, yet also as a group, because Nadine, you've gone and done, you've gone in and built and discovered and added to your toolbox. And so we get a tag team with that and bring a couple of different assets and the tools that we have in our toolbox to this group as well. So they're going to have material, they're going to have community, they're going to have an hour and a half with us every week. They're going to have a real measurable path to watch their growth, see their habits of thoughts, see their opportunity of how they can realign them to their natural genius and be purposeful in what they say matters. And I think that's going to be even more fun.
I think that's really fun. Very well said.
Thank you. And the gift of what we get to do as tag team is, and this is, I've been blessed to do a lot of partnerships. I love partnerships because collaboration is so powerful, as well as the opportunity to see, as we've had a similarity with some people, and there's a lot of people that are great front of classrooms, and there's a lot of people that are back of class. If you understand in the training world is, I believe the front of class is, tells great stories, gives great presentations, entices your audience, etc. That back of classroom is making sure that somebody truly heard and connected and are able to see and move forward. And when you've got two people in that arena, you get to make sure that both are honored. And that's what makes it even more fun. So we get to have some fun with that as well. Because again, we've seen the journey, we know, and we're still walking it. And there are some things that we are much further along, and there's some things that we're still
working away.
We're finding, right? And that's okay.
And I also believe that and I'm so looking forward to meeting the people that are going to be that are going to be coming on this journey with us and doing the workshop with us, because we'll learn just as much as they will. And so everybody has something to offer, and it's such a great format to help people discover what they do have to offer. And sometimes that's what's really suppressed. And, those habits of thinking that just keep coming in and beating us up. And so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. I'm just very excited just to see that and walk that path.
And we're going to be starting March 2nd, and we're put a group together to start that afternoon. Now, Nadine, how do they get in touch with you directly to ask more questions for you? And then I'll share my information as well.
Okay, well, they can email me at Nadean@nadeangroup.com, and that's Nadean at NADEANGROUP.com, or call me at 530-306-4356.
And my contact information, as all of you know, is onelightahead.com, and you can go right to our website and schedule a complimentary session or 15 minutes, I believe it is. And I think, Nadine, you've got your habit finder on your website.
On my website, yep. I have my website is the nadeangroup.com.
Perfect.
They can set an appointment there as well.
And you have that assessment as well. And ours is under the resource tab. Yet the tool that we have is a free assessment, and it helps you see some of the thought patterns we're going to be talking about. It helps you see some of the material. It helps you see where the strengths are, as well as where the opportunities for reframe, as I mentioned. And Nadine, the gift of that, we've set it up for a 14-week process. We've set it up so where we really have some time to deep dive. We have some time to mastermind. We have some time to guide them through some of the material. Yet most importantly, for them to watch their natural genius just develop and blossom and allow them. It's just, we've seen this over and over again with this tool, that it just creates such, and we're also going to add some social media opportunities in it too, right?
We are. Yeah, we are.
We're going to have some fun with this. And again, we start March 2nd. So we want to have everybody committed before, I'd say February 28th. Would that be fair?
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah. So by February 28th, we want everybody clarified and committed. And we'll start March 2nd. And we're excited to be an hour and a half session every week. And most importantly, we just thank everybody for joining us for Freedom Friday. We didn't even, we knew we had an announcement, but more importantly that, these Freedom Fridays are about inspiring people to really own their leadership, own their opportunity, and just allow them to learn from valuable leaders that are out there doing it. So thank you for taking the time to do this with me.
This is awesome. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me, and thanks for collaborating. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And is there any lasting note that just popping up that says, I got to share this?
Oh, I think sometimes we're sitting on the fence and we are afraid to make ourselves vulnerable, and vulnerability takes an incredible amount of strength. And, sometimes we just have to listen to ourselves and go for it.
And give people permission. Yeah, give people permission to come into community with you. Yeah. I love the way you said that. That's perfect. That's a perfect wrap up, Miss Nadine. Enjoy. Right. As always, have an amazing Friday, everyone, and a wonderful weekend ahead. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Bye.